Hey there, Quantum Terror supporters. Christopher here with a quick update of the audio. I talked to Derek, and he's shooting me over some of the music that he created soon. And in the meantime, myself and producer Doug Mayfield have recruited Kyle Johnson of Moontech Studios. He's an audio engineer. He's done a lot of composing for video games and mixing and that sort of thing to be a consultant so that I get the music right and the audio right. So since I'm still missing or was missing a lot of music, I got some help from Neville Page. You may know him as the designer for movies like Star Trek or Prometheus, Avatar. He was also a judge on Face Off. He said, hey, look, I got an audio library I'm going to send you. And between that and freesound.org, I found the music that I need. But mixing, and especially 5.1 surround sound, that is like it can be a problem if you don't know what you're doing. So anyway, this is the whole timeline. This is it. We got all the sound in there. We just need help mixing. So the Quantum Terror it's a finished movie, and it's got all the audio in place. It just needs to be mixed properly. And Kyle says he can get us to the point where we are working in 5.1 surround sound, and I just ordered some surround speakers. And let's see, I don't want to spoil too much of the movie. So I'll be able to do the surround sound and the voices of evil. If you've done the voices of evil, your voices will be presented in 5.1 surround. So it'll be like one spooky voice will be like behind you and another in front and another to the side, and they'll whirl around you and all that cool stuff. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, but maybe I'll just play a little bit of... Let's turn it up a little. Okay, so I mean that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Let's back it up a little bit to kind of a less spoilery scene. So I don't know. Whereas there's some opening at the beginning here. So one of the things I thought I was going to have to do was ADR all of our actor and actress lines, and it turns out, according to Kyle, I thought we were done for, but it turns out that the audio we have is recoverable.
I think he's onto something. I think she's had some sort of breakdown, and this stuff she and Jacob are studying is the reason why.
So there, but let's see. We did do some ADR, and that stuff sounds pretty good. So this is kind of cool. This is not the original audio from this. Matt Blackwell came in and re-recorded it, but it syncs up pretty nicely.
Love you back as much as anyone else, and I can assure you, it's not fun being suspect in everyone's mind.
Well, of course, you want to see that sync up.
You've gotten off on the wrong foot. I want Sylvie back as much as anyone else, and I can assure you, it's not fun being suspect in everyone's mind.
And for the stuff that doesn't fit, we can kind of... There are ways to kind of stretch it and compress it so it matches the lips. So we're going to be working on that. So for the next 3 weeks, Kyle, myself, and producer Doug Mayfield are going to be working together to get the audio up to streaming quality. He said Netflix quality, so I don't know what that means because I'm not a sound person. But anyway, this movie it's almost there, Um, so I just pray I don't get, struck by lightning or something like that right before we manage to finish everything. But barring that, we're almost there, and then we'll be on to distribution and finally fulfilling your rewards, your incentives, your whatever we call them. But I have been working so hard on this, and I've been finding little bits and pieces to kind of edit here and there. But you can see how much is all here. I mean, this is all just audio, and there's still some to record. I've got to do some Foley, footsteps and that sort of thing. That'll be next. We have a lot of noise in the neighborhood right now, so it's hard to find time to record that stuff. We're like the school right by where we are. They are going to be jackhammering and building new foundations and extending that for the next year. So I'll only be able to record fully at night, which is generally what I do anyway, because there's a lot of neighborhood noises. But again, you guys have been so patient and so supportive. I still get messages from some of you. Some of you don't respond to my messages, but I still get messages from some of you, and it's almost always super supportive. And if not super supportive, it's just, just making sure that I didn't flake out. But I really appreciate that. I love hearing from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. And, I have I've worked very hard at this. And like I've said, ultimately it falls on me. All the choices that I made in this movie are what prolonged it. I didn't do it intentionally. It wasn't out of laziness. It was just, some choices you make and you don't think all of it through, and therefore it prolongs the process. But here we are. It's all here. I'm very proud of this movie still. I'm just gonna say it outright. I see a lot of indie films. This one's special. This one, I'm excited. I wanted to make the kind of movie that I wasn't seeing when I flipped through the streaming services or went to the movies or something. I wanted to create something that was different and really kind of weird, but also jived with what I knew about things like H.P. Lovecraft and Lewis Carroll and quantum physics and the occult and that sort of thing. I wanted to make something that people would really just, even though it was low budget, it would just blow their minds, and they'd want to talk about it after they saw it. You watch movies with friends or your wife or whatever, and then after the movie's over, you go like, well, what do you think this was? And then you discuss. And movies like that stick with you, and I think I've created something that's going to stick with you, not just be another forgettable horror movie. So, all the waiting, if I do accomplish that, it'll be worth it, and then it'll be on to the next movies. So here it is, and starring Kristen Koshel, who I thought I was going to have to ADR her dialogue. She's in Atlanta now and wasn't available to do ADR, so I was going to find another actress. But it turns out I don't need to, which is great, because I would have rather it be her voice, because I really loved her performance. I think that they all did a fantastic job. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to turn this off and post it to YouTube and share it onto the Indiegogo. Thanks again, guys, and I will have more updates, and we're going to get this movie out hopefully before the end of the year. That's the goal. That would really make me happy, and I bet it'd make you happy too. All right, take care, guys.